better.
Roman, this was certainly a surprise, all coming together. So I guess what's the feeling like for you right now as you're ready on the short notice opportunity?
Of course, you know how many times my opponents pulled out. This time I thought he doesn't have time to pull out. That's why I agreed, and I'm here.
What was the discussion like? Because I know that, not only the short notice, but you got to fly halfway around the world as well, right? So what was the discussion like in your decision to say, yeah, I'll do this?
Let's say true, it's a big opportunity for me to be ranked in 2 weight classes. And when I said no. Yeah.
True. Time to game plan, or can you even bother with a game plan with this little time?
And you know the answer. Yeah, my game plan just go there and fight. That's all.
How do things change at light heavyweight? Does it change your approach or how you feel, or what's different?
It's such a big change when I can wake up and eat breakfast good. I don't need to drink so much water, and I don't need to cut so much weight. That's why it's big difference. Yeah.
You said ranked in 2 weight classes, so is this more than just a one-off opportunity for you? Do you feel like light heavyweight makes sense for you?
First thing what they asked me, what they think I will stay in, they didn't want me to stay in light heavyweight. And I said no, I will fight in both weight classes, and that's why I'm here for this big opportunity.
Very nice. What do you think of Anthony's opponent? What do you present for you?
First of all, he's a good guy, very good person, and good opponent, have good jiu-jitsu, and it will be a good fight.
Last thing for me, you said it, this is a big opportunity, a chance to be ranked in 2 weight classes. So you win here, have you thought about what comes next? What would you like to do from here?
No, that's a very good question, because I don't even know much about guys in light heavyweight, and I will need to look at what's going on there. And now main task for me is like to win this fight, and after when Cormier will ask me who I want to see next, I will think about it.
Okay. Okay. Outside of not having to cut, so 185 pounds, considering this is short notice, you don't have to do as much media, you don't have to sell the fight, you don't have to do interviews. Is that also like part of it?
Last time when I was main event, it was so much stuff to do and so much interview. Especially I didn't like when I was sitting in the hotel and like non-stop. And this time is much better. This time it's much easier and everything is going fast. I like it. And the main thing what I like is I will step in the octagon and fight will go. Because for these couple of years, my opponents are pulling out of nowhere. Like I'm coming to Las Vegas, staying here for 1, 2, 3 months. They are changing like 2 opponents, and in the end, I'm going home without fight. And this time was good.
You obviously connected with that fight briefly with Michel Pereira. How close was that to actually happening? Did you actually start camp for that fight?
With Michel, we trained together, and it was a little bit misunderstanding when I first didn't understand why he put into the internet what he started talking that I thought he's my friend and stuff like that. If he thinks like that, he can always call me and ask me, don't bring this to internet. And when I saw him today, I speak with him about it. But I think it just was misunderstanding because I was told that he agreed to fight with me because originally I was supposed to fight in June 1st. And they said that Michel agrees to fight in June 8th. Say, if he agrees, I will not say no. And I signed the contract, that's all.
So you guys are cool now? You guys are fine?
Yes, I just saw him today. When I eat breakfast, after breakfast, I saw Michel train.
So moving forward, do you have issues, fighting training partners and teammates like that, or is it you just consider this a job, you have to fight whoever?
I consider it as a job, definitely. And if there will be necessary to fight somebody, I will. But of course, I prefer not to if there is other options. If it's not like important fight for division, I prefer not to fight. But at the end, let's say true, we are here for a reason, and the reason is like to fight and make money. And if somebody want to put in this like high moral values, then don't beat up people for money, go home. And that's true. If you are doing this for money and you are punching somebody to the face, then go and do it and don't find excuses not to fight somebody.
The last one for me, new title fight in your new weight class in the main event. Kind of your thoughts on the title fight between Yuri and Alex?
Yeah, now I need to think about it. That's also interesting. And I think these two guys are always interesting fights. I can't keep my, some things I think I don't need to say, but I never watch none of their fights, like all fights. I just saw their finishes. They are very impressive, very good. Now I need to watch their fights, maybe, and let's see. But I think this fight will be good because both are very different. One guy is unpredictable, Prohaska. Other guy is like very good striker, like very sharp. And this fight will be very interesting, especially after last fight. Jiri is the guy who, first of all, want to prove something, and he want to do this. And this fight will be very interesting.
Roman right here.
Yes, that's
Roman, there are some people who think, Anthony Smith isn't in the best moment of his career, got back on a win, but he'd had some losses leading up to that. Where do you think he's at compared to his whole career?
I think that when he had a lot of experience, and if we will think about his last fight, everybody thought that he will lose that fight, but he won, and this is the best answer what I can give to you. And you never know what fighter experience like him can do in his fight. But of course, we all understand that best days he had in the past, but I still worth him for everything what he have done for this sport. And in the past, I also helped Jones to prepare for fight with Smith, and Jones was very concerned about his jiu-jitsu. I remember it good, and exactly that's why I was training with him. That's why I respect him, and I'm not taking him like, oh, he's done or something like that. And I will not say this to you just to hype this thing.
With so many changes to the card, I'm curious, do you feel like that might actually make opponents more dangerous because it's short notice, because everybody has to be a little more unpredictable, they haven't had as much time to train and prepare strategy like they normally do?
It's first of all, I think, mental thing. When you are preparing for somebody else and accidentally your opponent is pulling out, first of all, you feel upset because you was ready to fight, make this fight happen. You sign the contract, maybe you have some thoughts what to do with this money. It's also important, I think, for guys. And when opponents are pulling out, you don't have sometimes other choice to agree to fight whoever they give you. Yes, it's different, but I also think that all fighters can be different no matter how good you know them. They can bring you something new every fight.
Roman, to your right here.
Yes.
Just one question for you. I wanted to ask you, what do you appreciate most about fighting on International Fight Week?
What I appreciate, it's a lot of people watching this event. I think this will be good for me, for people to recognize me, to remember me, and exactly for this fight, like I already said to you, it's a very big opportunity for me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, Roman, over here. I'm just curious, we sometimes hear funny stories about the phone calls that fighters get about these short notice fights. What were you doing when you got the phone call?
Nothing, I just was, let's go. I said, of course I will fight. I didn't even thought about jet lag or something. When I hear the name, I immediately say yes. But considering how many times they call me for fights, and after these fights didn't happen, I just say, listen, call this guy, speak with him, make some agreement with him, and after come back to me. I don't want this drama anymore. And that's why I was just waiting what they will say. I was ready.
That's one.
If you look at Anthony Smith's career, light heavyweight, he has been pretty tough to finish. If you look at, for example, Cleo Roundtree, it was a third-round finish. If you look at, even when Glover fought him, it was in the fifth round. Does that change the game plan for you a little bit, just knowing that Smith is a little bit tougher to take out sometimes?
I didn't thought about things like that. I just need to go there, be myself, fight him no matter what he can offer to me. I know that he's a good opponent, he's top opponent, and I just don't have thoughts like that. I'm just going there, doing what I need to do. Sometimes I'm knocking people very fast. I'm a grappler who never even have submission in UFC. I just have knockouts, and that's also funny part. That's why you never know what can happen. Maybe fight will end in the first round, maybe I will win in the third round or decision. But I'm ready for everything. Maybe like you remember my last fight. I will keep going. I didn't even remember what's happened there, but I will go forward no matter what. Good start, Kamarjova. Now he speaks Georgian.
Во-первых, в письме, которое было от UFC, это было запланировано на 12:00, но в 12:00 сборная Грузии начинает играть с Португалией. Ты специально пришел пораньше?
Ну, специально, чтобы закончить побыстрее и пойти поболеть за нашу команду. Грузия победит, мы надеемся.
Думаешь, смогут выйти в плей-офф?
Давайте взглянем правде в глаза. Очень хороший соперник, серьезный соперник, но мы будем надеяться на лучшее.
И что ты в целом думаешь про историческое выступление сборной Грузии на этом чемпионате Европы?
Это для нас большой успех. Несмотря на то, что мы проиграли первый бой, и можно говорить, что и ничья не особо хороший результат, но смотря на то, что это первое соревнование, первый турнир чемпионата Европы для Грузии, в истории Грузии, для нас было очень важно. Даже этот 1 балл, который мы получили за ничью, это история, которая уже наша команда написала. Поэтому сейчас мы надеемся и хотим видеть, как и не ожидали, что мы выйдем на Европу, так и надеемся и хотим увидеть, что мы пройдем и этот матч.
Спасибо, хорошего боя и удачи Грузии сегодня.
Благодарю вас, всего доброго. I see everybody understand you.
Solid interview. Good stuff, man. Thank you, guys.